today. Many attorneys ask me, how is it that they can raise their legal fees? And I'm reminded, sitting here in my backyard with the birds above me chirping, that we can fly sometimes more easily than we can raise our fees. And of course we can't fly, so the supposition is that we also cannot raise our fees. However, let me suggest some options for you. First of all, you can raise your fees anytime you want to, provided your engagement agreement does not prevent you from doing so. But one of the ways I think you can raise your fee is by doing so in small increments. If you're going, for example, from $200 an hour, if you're on an hourly scale, to $275 or $250 an hour, that's not going to fly. That's not going to fly with anybody, because that kind of increase just never is acceptable. And the argument that you have not changed your fee for 10 years or so, and now's the time to do that, again, just won't fly in today's world. Now, one way also of modifying your revenue is without changing your fees, but rather billing for everything that you do. Most studies on the subject show us that lawyers fail to bill 10 to 15% of their time. Somehow it just gets lost. We forget we did the work, or we get busy with other things and don't keep appropriate time records. So without changing your fee whatsoever, if you want to raise your revenue by 10 to 15%, pay more attention to the billable work that you do, and record it, and bill it, and insist on collecting it. The third way to raise your revenue is to increase your realization rate. In other words, despite the fact that you bill for something, many lawyers have trouble collecting in today's world. Now, we've talked about collections before, and we'll talk about them again, though not right now. Make sure that you collect all your fees. A fourth methodology for raising your revenue is to think about fixed fee or value-added billing. In these cases, you can determine an overall fee, get the client to agree to what that fee will be, and then do whatever you can to provide the appropriate solution to your client at a fast pace, using technology and other appropriate methods of efficiency to make sure that you speedily achieve what the client wants. Bottom line, what the client is looking for is a solution, not the number of hours you put into the process. So we've talked here about how to raise your fee, but more importantly, it's how to raise your revenue. And I hope I've given you some suggestions that you can implement tomorrow morning. Thanks for joining us.